What is culture without superstition? The Ananian would probably say nothing at all. For those on the coast, it's very true. Other than the salty air and flocks of birds, the coast quintessence is the sea. To these Ananian coast dwellers, the ocean is a fickle creature, and at times it seems she becomes irate for no reason at all. Waves rise high from nothing. Winds that were mild moments ago turn to hurricanes the next. Sea life grows aggressive. Fish fling themselves onto the ship. Great creatures rise to split vessels in two. Whatever other horrors await in the depths are likely right behind them. This persona that the sea has is known as the Tarmother, though no one seems to know quite where that name came from. Is it the blackness of the sea's abyss for which she's named? Perhaps something else entirely. Maybe a truncation of the word terror, as in Terror Mother? Regardless, it doesn't seem as if she much cares what her name is, if she even exists at all. Ask any sailor and they'll swear she does, at least in public. Any disbelief, well, I'd advise you not to voice it, not on a ship. No one wants a curse on board, after all. But how could mere men quell the sea's temper? According to old marine lore, it's supposed that you will do. Of course, not you entirely, just a representation. Some fingernail clippings, a lock of hair, something you hold dear, with the greater the sacrifice having a stronger sating power upon our anger. It's long been said this tradition is more ancient than writing, going back to before the departure according to legend. But legend is not fact. What actually is the Tarmother? To know that, I suppose we need to answer another question. What is a god? Many old Ananian thinkers would ask, in relation to who? Anu, or Othoth, if you were one of Rommel's faithful, is, in relation to mortality, a god. Anu was a Chronite, who, for reasons manifold, eloped with another god named Troboja. Troboja was a Clivigen, and he tried to redeem her kind by mingling his blood in the pot, so to speak. This was a major problem, but our focus is Troboja. She became pregnant from this liaison with Anu, and she was aware that the child in her would be slain for this social transgression. She fled to the depths of the sea with her mother Jelani, and there she gave birth to Notniuk. However, Notniuk was not alone. With him was a small, unborn twin, mostly absorbed before either really awoke. Troboja's travails brought forth Notniuk, but tissue and such of this unborn twin was present in her afterbirth. Jelani cast it into the deep. That discarded twin is what's now called the Tarmother. Lacking a real form, it seems she is only capable of little more intent or cognition than throwing a tantrum. She appears to be a spirit of the sea, given the absence of a physical locus. Despite this, sailors claim to know her likes, dislikes, wants, and desires. Some testify that they have been mouthpieces for her vengeance in the middle of storms. Others vouch for having been possessed or suddenly seeing through the eyes of fish underneath their vessel, to feel barnacles scraping over their skin. These mouthpieces and oracles are called the Sons of Tar, or something similar, and are a sort of secret society. Many mariners are of this fraternity covertly, for even other believers find them fanatical. These societies formed long after the tradition had been established, so how then did those ancient seafarers discover such things? If it is true that this tradition predates writing, I suppose we cannot know it all, at least not in the specifics of the matter. However, we can ask the question, what could a god want? We must start with what sailors say works. Surely she is not hungry, she has no stomach after all, so what purpose lies in tossing a bit of hair here or nails there? What could she take from these willing sacrifices? And perhaps it is not the sacrifice at all, but the intent. I'd say it's an exchange of safe passage for attention of sorts. The Tarmother, in her simplicity, wants to be seen. Maybe that's all there is to it. though I have to say the sea's been a great bit more feisty than she's been in times past. It's said by the old thinkers that beings gain strength from devotion. Not sure of how well I believe that, though worship of her has gotten quite a bit more contemporary and a lot less secretive. But what of this worship? Surely those who are most inclined to the Tarmother's interests would know. To them it's payment. Paying for what, though? Passage? I suppose that's clear enough, but the Sons of Tar think things need go deeper. There's a ritual said to be done in the heart of the earth, in her secret, waterlogged places. Had a friend who said he'd seen the thing, but he wouldn't tell me of it any more than that. It said that after this ritual, the Sons of Tar never set foot on land again. They commit themselves wholly to the sea, a literal living offering to the Tarmother. Don't know why any sane man would chain himself to the sea, but I guess stranger things have been done. It's said to grant them great powers, though. Of course, with rumor, the specifics are awfully slippery, but they say there's some sort of strength endowed to these sea monks. According to the tales, they can breathe underwater. Some can even command the waves and sink their enemies, though how any man lives to tell such a tale I can't imagine. Seems quite a bit too far-fetched to me. In any case, I don't go on the sea for any reason at all. It's just too ambiguous for my taste. Now, if you do end up meeting any of these folks that follow her, as you will if you travel abroad, don't judge them too harshly. Most are just perfectly normal sailors. It's a part of the culture and is expected courtesy. Most sailors greet each other with a "How's your mother?" So if you're asked to pluck a strand of hair out or trim your nails into the harbor, be a good and polite passenger. It's the least you can do. And if she ends up being real, then you've got a good thing going. Just don't let it slip if you reckon it's not true. Suppose that's all there is for you to know about her? Well, I guess it's all I know too. Regardless, take care.